Hi, you guys. Say hello when you hop on. I am pulling up the feed so I can see your comments. Hi, you guys.
Perfect.
Say hello when you hop on. I am pulling up the feed so I can see your comments. Say hello when you hop on. Okay, it's duplicated. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'll post the recording so you guys have it too. So if I'm looking down, it's because I have you guys up here on the chat feed to see any of your comments. If you're catching it live, you'll have an opportunity for me to pop in, answer some of your questions. So say hello when you hop on, and then I'm going to hit recording in a few minutes. I'm so excited. We are really going to be focusing on being able to unlock the potential of your business by leveraging email marketing. So this is a question that I get a lot. This is going to be kind of like a general overview. I'm going to cover some of like the 5 top benefits of having email marketing. So really, this is kind of like unlocking the power to supercharge your entrepreneurial journey. So whether you're in any type of business, really, this is going to be super, super helpful for you. And this is just going to be kind of a general deep dive. Say hi. Oh my gosh, you guys are on. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Megan. Okay, so I'm going to hit record. And then we're just going to dive in. I always want these to be interactive. So feel free to ask questions as they come up below, and I'll kind of peek and maybe I'll answer in real time, or I can come back to them at the end. But also, if you're catching the replay here in the group, you guys can ask questions and I will come back periodically and answer as well. So I'm going to hit record for those who might want to catch it later. Perfect. Okay, so first of all, for those of you guys who are live or even on the replay, that either way, what are you currently, first of all, are you currently using email marketing in your business? Give me whatever description. Yes, kind of. I have an email list. I'm not leveraging it. Like, let me know kind of where you're at in your email journey. Are you just getting started? There's no wrong answer, but this really helps me too to be able to best serve you guys through this live training. There's so much to cover in email marketing. And so it's so broad, but it can be super fun and it can really elevate the way you serve your community. It can elevate your sales. It's cost efficient. Like, we're going to go into that. So yes. Okay. So kind of just getting started. Okay, Lauren, that's good. If you are currently doing email marketing, let me know what email provider you're using. Are you emailing them manually through like your Gmail? Are you using Flowdesk, MailChimp? Like, what is it that you're using? Andrea says, being more intentional in building my list. Perfect. Yes, that is so smart, guys. That is something that we have ownership of, which is why I'm so passionate about this. Okay, she's using ConvertKit. A lot of people will use ConvertKit. So that's totally fine. I've used a wide variety of different platforms. Today, I'm going to really be talking about Flowdesk, mostly because I had converted off of that from MailChimp, mostly because Flowdesk is just beautiful, but also because I snagged a promo code that I'll give you guys. That's not mine. I wish it was mine. That's amazing. But what I like about it is it's very simple. It's very simple to use. It's aesthetically beautiful. So I'll give you an overview of that. And it has some simple features to be able to do some intentional tracking of your clients' activities. And so it's something you can just kind of hop in and use. That's a lot more intuitive. And so that's what I like about it. I felt like with MailChimp, I was finding myself locked into like making it look pretty and it was irritating me. So if you're a creative, raise your hand. Aesthetics matter. I know Megan's on here. She loves that. Hi, Ashley. Okay, so I'm gonna dive in first in just kind of talking about in general. A lot of you are just getting started so far. So the question I asked Ashley is, where are you at in your email journey? Are you just getting started? Have you been doing it for a while? And maybe what platform you're using? Ashley's a client of mine, actually, so I know that she's starting Flowdesk and implementing that. Another thing that I really like about the Flowdesk feature, and you guys can use whatever platform, okay? You don't have to use Flowdesk. The code I'm giving you guys is not affiliated with me. But the reason I moved away from MailChimp personally is because as my list was growing, they were charging me per subscriber. And then I would have subscribers on my list that weren't active that I was literally paying for. So what I liked about Flowdesk is this coupon code that I give you guys is 50% off for life. And so it's like $30 a month. And so it's a really cheap way to lock that in. I'm going to mute because that may happen again. And it's, like I said, it's pretty simple to dive into. So first, I wanted to go over about 5 benefits for those who are considering email marketing or maybe don't really know why they should be giving their time to it. And so the first thing that I kind of mentioned a second ago is that it's cost effective, guys. Email marketing is one of the most cost effective ways and strategies that don't take a large budget, but you can reach a large number of people with one single email. So you're multiplying your efforts, and it's also nice because we're not like competing with Facebook and Instagram where maybe you have 2,000 followers, hello, and 40 of you guys see a story. So this is something that's a lot more niched. It's highly targeted. So what that means is that you can create segments. And I'm going to show you a quick little overview, a little behind the scenes if you hang around, of Flowdesk essentially, and how I've kind of set it up in my business. But you can segment it based on your opt-in that you choose, which if opt-in is foreign, ask those questions. Like if you're like, what in the world is opt-in? Like ask those questions. This is that safe place to get some information. But it's segmented. So like, let's say if I am launching something on the retreat, I have showed you guys I have the wait list. It's so much more smart of me and strategic of me to target my audience that already said, hello, I'm excited for Reach Retreat, than talking to 4,000 people that may or may not think it's important, and I'm spending my time and energy there, or I'm going to burn out my audience because I'm talking about things that they're not even interested in. So for those of you who are multi-passionate, Courtney, she's not even on, I don't think yet, but Courtney in our group has a couple of digital products and they're very different. So if she sends me something about a real estate template that she created, I'm going to be like, why am I opening her emails? Because that's not even relevant to me, right? So when you have multiple businesses too, you can actually use your email list to segment it to sell to people or to share valuable information. It's not just used to sell, okay, but to build relationships. With things that are relevant to the person on the other side, okay? It's measurable. That's our number 3. You can track your performance, guys. You can see which campaigns are working, how long someone is viewing something, where they unsubscribe. So if you have an automation email sequence set up, you can watch and say, wow, everyone's falling off on this email, so maybe I should do something. But it also lets you see your ROI. What is it that your audience is most interested in? You put something out about like your favorite top products, no one clicked on anything, but then you shared something about your dog and they're like, whoa, high engagement, right? So you can kind of see too, like what is working, because the analytics are there and they're simple to read and analyze, and then be able to direct your efforts that way. Next is it's personalized, guys. You can personalize your emails to make them more engaging. You can add literally their first name to the top of an email, rather than saying, hey guys, which I'm guilty of talking to the masses a lot. But it's really simple to make an adjustment and a setting to really make it feel more personal. But again, like if it's someone that's been on a wait list for a while, if I look at last year's segment, I can say, hey, I know you've been interested in Reach Retreat for a while and I haven't heard from you. Are you still interested? Like, what questions do you have? It really allows me to maximize my time. Okay. Next is it is automated. That is the best part. You can schedule it, you can create workflows, you can create different things to allow you to kind of get back a little bit more time, but also to be able to continue to serve. Like when I'm gone or I'm away or I'm in a busy season, I know I can still add value to people on my email list. So there's a lot of rules, okay, that I kind of want you guys, there's not rules, but I want you guys to be genuine. Okay. Like, you know, those people you get emails from and you're just like rolling your eyes. You guys know when you're on my email list, I do have times where I'm promoting a little bit more than normal. I'm in a launch phase, but then you also know that you get free trainings and you get valuable information and you get tips and you get tricks and you get stories. Like, I don't want it to just be that it's this annoying promo material. Like, give value. So I think there's a sweet spot there. Okay. So that is kind of what I wanted to hit on, is just some tips to keep your mind open to leveraging email. When you are just showing up on social media and you're posting things and you're putting it out on Instagram where maybe 10 people are seeing it, you're missing the opportunity to nurture. And that's what I believe is the biggest thing is if you have people on social media that are coming in, is there a way to bring them into a more intimate space with you where they can get to know you, where you're not competing with 40 million people? I mean, yes, we get a lot of emails, but if someone like one of you guys gives me your email address, like I'm like, that is so sweet. Like, that's so sweet. It means a lot to me because I'm like, you have all these emails that come in and you chose to get one from me. And I do put a lot of time and effort and energy, just like you guys do, into creating emails and pouring into your audience. But it's definitely, the ROI is a lot better there because you aren't competing with the huge numbers. So if you have any questions so far, you want me to expand on any of that, let me know. But as always, I don't want these trainings to be crazy long. So I'm going to screen share and I'm going to show you a little bit of the back end of Flowdesk. This is something that I have a lot of clients that I work on creating email campaigns, helping them create email strategies and automations in the back end to create email opt-ins. Like, these are things I work with clients on as a strategist. So this is just showing you how the Flowdesk works and giving you a behind the scenes peek. But there's a lot of like strategies and how you're communicating with your audience and how you're launching, that is what I do on the back end with my clients. So you guys may have more questions or it may seem overwhelming, but that's just because you're getting kind of the overview today. There's no way in an online little training we could go into like it personally helping you. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to screen share and you guys are going to actually see my actual email. So that's kind of cool. Let's go. Flowdesk versus MailChimp. Yes. Okay. So I hit on that just a little bit at the beginning, but I think you just hopped on. And as I'm screen sharing, perfect topic. So I actually moved off of MailChimp, and you can hit a download file, a CSV file that will pull all of your emails out of MailChimp. Couple things, Jenna. As my email list got bigger, I realized that they were charging me per subscriber. Okay. But then if you're not active, I don't have the time to go in and delete people who aren't active, or to have spent that much time growing my list to then later remove you. So it starts to charge you as your email list grows. And I don't want to pay monthly for that. And it was pretty much equivalent to what Flowdesk was charging me. And also, I'm looking at the chat, sorry guys. But also it was not aesthetically as beautiful. And that really irritated me as a creative. I was spending a lot of time on the back end creating Canva documents and templates that weren't beautiful. And I'm not going to send something to my audience that's not pretty, because that just doesn't work for me. Also, I really liked that Flowdesk has the checkout feature. I'm going to show you what that looks like today. I don't know how MailChimp has evolved over the last probably year or so since I started using Flowdesk, but I can tell you my clients who don't have a lot of tech experience are able to come into it, Jenna, and easily convert it. I also have a coupon code for Flowdesk. It's not my referral code. It's Jenna Kutcher's referral code, who is like queen of email marketing, but it's 50% off for life. So I will share that for you guys. I wish it was my code, but it's not. So here we go. Flowdesk. Okay. So as you guys can see, look, leverage email marketing. So I've been sending that out to my email list. I think my email list is around like 400 and something people. I grow it very organically. It's very comparable to LCG in numbers, right? Like, I don't just like blow it up constantly. I want people that really want to be in there. But what's neat is these are like the individual templates that I can then duplicate and replace with upcoming trainings and make it pretty simple. So once you kind of have your main templates, which I'll show you, they have the entire template gallery, which is so epic. But you can integrate videos. The videos do have to be from like YouTube or Vimeo link, and they embed just like this one here. I have to be careful actually, because I'm not revealing Reach Retreat's location until tomorrow, and I don't want you guys to accidentally see it. So I can't scroll too far. Okay. Good thing I thought about that. So anyways, I'm really glad that I didn't overthink that. Okay. So I'm going to screen share here and show you guys folders. Okay. Folders are, let's say that you regularly promote the mastermind, or you regularly promote a workshop, like for Lauren, like you have the same type of workshop you have every year, Galentine's, okay? Or you have something like that. You can start to store by simply going like this, okay? Back to the original page, right click, and then you have it to organize and you add it to a folder. And in the folder, you can select which offers you normally promote. Okay, so the next year, when you're getting ready to promote Galentine's, you go in and edit your templates and replace some of the copy, but you don't have to start from scratch. Okay, working smarter, not harder. You guys know I'm all about that. Okay, this is also part of the training that I did. They're pinned at the top of LCG's page underneath the welcome post is links to easily access all the old trainings. There is a training in there that is about repurposing your content, that working smarter, not harder. When I create something on Instagram, I'm going to then put it into my email list. Okay. When I make a blog, it's then going here and I'm sending it to my email list, because how many of you are actually going to daniellethrockmorton.com every week to see when she has a new blog? You're not. So it's a really great way, again, to maximize my marketing. I'm just using me as an example. You guys know that this is for you. Okay, let's talk about opt-ins, because earlier I said if you don't know what to opt in, I'm not talking about the one that you put at the bottom of your website and you're like, get subscribe to my letter. Okay, so tell me below, do you have a sexy opt-in? Yes or no? Or do you just have that standard like to subscribe to my email list pop up that comes up on your website and is like super vanilla? It's okay. I'm saying that because I love you. Ashley says yes. Ashley does now. We totally rocked that. She already had some things created. This is the other thing, is most of you have already created something that can become an opt-in. Okay. Nopers. Yes. Okay. Andrea, what is yours? I want to know. Mine says it's free. So why not? Yes. Yes. Okay. So my opt-in that you see on my website is, are you ready to become a master of your time, money, and energy? Okay. It's a free workshop. It's the free masterclass that you get when you come into LCG. So if you didn't find it on my website, I opt you into it and then you get it. Okay. What it is then done, it is set up as a workflow. And we're going to go into that. You see, that's the third tab. Okay. And it's automated. And it's a way for me to be able to share love with you guys from the very second that we meet. So you know who I am and what I do. And I don't like miss the gap, right? And I also create so much free stuff. I don't want y'all to miss it. So this goes into, this pops up on the website, the pink one that I'm highlighting. Okay. And I think overall, that one, what did you do? I just see the analytics. I don't know if it's going to let me do it without backing out. Hold on, please hold. That's not the one that I wanted you to see. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so this isn't the one I want you to look at. Okay, so if you look at the opt-in, okay, that pops up, do you see at the bottom where it says, what else piques your interest? One-on-one coaching, a 4-hour VIP day with me, Reach Retreat, or the Elite Accelerator Mastermind. You guys, whoever checks those become the segment. Okay, so I have little segments that tag to this. This is where you might get overwhelmed, but I'm telling you, it's not that complicated. So when I am looking at my email list, which I will show you where the tags show up, I know that Jennifer that just popped in just did a VIP day last week. Now she rebooked a second one. And I know when I get ready to launch VIP days, I'm going to start with my segment that says VIP day because it's my hottest lead. It's my strongest client. Then going and talking to Facebook and Instagram and 45 masses of people who don't even know what a VIP day is. Do you see the power of leveraging this in your business? Also, if someone's finding me for the first time, they might not even know that those 4 things are anything that I even offer. And I automatically notified them of that from the very beginning. So they hit sign me up. I follow them on social. Okay. And then they get that automatically emailed, the masterclass to them and a series of tips, tricks, videos, trainings. Like I'm just going to serve them. Okay. As soon as they come on my email list. Is this helpful? Jenna says, love it. Yay. Okay. So the Reach Retreat wait list, I told you guys we had about 32. Now we had about 34, I guess, total. But what's cool is this opt-in becomes the pop-up on your website. It also, some of them are different. Okay. When you select a form, some of them are pop-up and some of them are full page. Okay. The pop-up is the one you see on my website I just showed you. When you create it as a full page, it becomes a link, like a landing page. So if you don't even have a website, it's going to give you something really beautiful to link in your bio on Instagram or Facebook to draw people to a landing page that kind of looks like a website, which is really cool if you don't have a website yet. Okay, here's the workflow. All right. I don't know if I can pause this. We'll see. Sometimes when I have people in it, I'll mess it up. I only have 2. Okay, I've had 133 people on that one opt-in voluntarily give me their email from coming to my website. Okay. What is really cool is here's the analytics. First of all, an 83% open rate is freaking insane. Okay, if you're averaging around 40%, you're already killing it. 40% is like what they say to hit. So what this tells me is I'm leveraging it. It tells me that people are actually interested in my workflow. What I can do then is I can look to see who unsubscribes at the bottom. And at 6 people out of so many, a lot of times too, it'll be like their business page. And they accidentally followed me from 2 different emails or something, but I can look and see what email they fell off of. And if you look, OMG, I remember years ago, and the you don't have enough time, they unsubscribed on that email. Okay. So I know either they're not my ideal client. You said you average 42. Yeah. So Jenna, that tells me, I'm like, wow, that I put a lot of work into that opt-in and it's really working well. And so I'm just going to keep adding value to it. But if you notice you fall below 42%, maybe there's something off, right? So that's what the analytics do, is they tell you how to better serve your audience. Let me check my time because I really don't want to go too long for you guys. We're about 20 minutes. Okay. So that kind of shows you the analytics, shows you how many people are opening it on mobile versus desktop. Is this not mind-blowing too? 89% is desktop. Like, what? Like, that just blows my mind because I really wouldn't think that. So anyways, the click rate would be like, also, if you click on this, it will tell you if they're clicking on like an Instagram page, or if they're clicking on, you got to go further into users. Here's the clicks. If they're clicking on like a video link. So here they're looking at an application. This is a YouTube training video that I did that's embedded in one of the emails. They're going to my coaching page. Like, it shows me too what they're most interested in and what they're like clicking on. So it's kind of creepy, right? So don't unsubscribe from my email list. I promise. Like, I can't make you buy from me, but I love having you there. So hopefully I didn't bite myself. Okay. Next, Lauren Johnson, you're at the top of my email list. So we're going to use you as an example because you're on the training. You can tell that Lauren has been a very involved client. She has come to 4 retreats. She watches a lot of my training. She's a huge supporter. So if Lauren was to apply for the next retreat, okay, I would know that she's probably going to be a pretty strong lead, right? Like, she's probably someone that I should go and be like, hey girl, like, I saw that you were in my Ditch the Bullshit, my core values workbook. These 2 uploads that are weird titled are the ones I moved off of MailChimp. So those are the dates they were uploaded. So Jenna, just a tip, it will show it up like that if you upload from from another provider to Flowdesk. And then I can tell, like, she's been in the Reach Retreat. She's been in the Becoming a Master training that I did. And so it's kind of nice because you can see the life of your subscriber and see like how many things that they've been involved in. We'll see how much she doesn't like me. I'm just kidding. So out of 52 emails that I sent her, she's opened 41. She's clicked on 7 things. And then she had 4 unique clicks, which something like, I'll have to look and see what the analytics are on that. She has a 78% open rate. So she likes what I talk about, right? She's not like, ew. But my click rates are kind of low. So my call to actions could probably be better. So I'm learning something as I go through this with you guys. Okay. Next feature I want to show you guys of Flowdesk that's pretty freaking cool is the new feature that is the checkout feature. So for those of you who are not website savvy or don't even have a website, this is going to blow your freaking mind. Okay. So you would think I work for Flowdesk. I swear I don't, you guys. Systems and stuff is just so sexy to me and I love the heck out of it. Okay. Next is this. And I think I'm not in, hopefully I'm in Google. No, I'm in Safari. So it's probably going to act weird. I should have remembered to open it. Tip on Flowdesk. Ashley made sure I didn't forget to tell you, St. Clair. Open it in Flowdesk. I told her that when we set her up on that. And now she's like, oh, I wish you would have reminded me because she started. So it works really well in Chrome. So make that as a note. I'm looking at my notes too that I asked the girls on what I should hit on for this training. So give me 1 second. I don't want to forget to hit these things. Okay, so this here is a checkout page. I'll just talk as I'm looking. This is where you can create like a landing page that looks like a website that hyperlinks to everything. And you can actually sell tickets to a workshop. You can sell tickets to a digital product if you're creating passive revenue, which after all of our trainings, I hope you are. Lots of things. So this is super easy. It's a template, okay? I did a Master Your Time workshop in Oklahoma. It was in person. I had 5 spots. I promoted it like this, okay? Talked about what they were going to experience. I showed some client testimonials. This took me, no lie, I did all of this in 45 minutes, okay? Listed the price, shared my little bio, some pictures, okay? When they got ready to book, this is what they looked at, a checkout page. It even has an upsell option. Checked directly out and it delivered them their ticket or a digital product, okay? You can do all kinds of stuff through this. I also use it even though I have a website because sometimes it's easier to just knock it out. Also track my analytics and all my emails are already embedded. So I'm not having to go, like, I don't have to recreate. So anyways, it's mind blowing for me. Was that helpful? Do you have questions? Don't upload right in Safari. Yes, they don't upload right. And it kind of like cuts your page off. It's kind of odd. Yes, definitely do it for the Astro Guide. Also, if you don't have Ashley's Astro Guide, I shared it in the group and you need it. So Ashley, plug it here. Where does the download file come from? Okay, so that is optional. I do a lot of it through Canva. So like my workbook that I'm going to be releasing, it actually is a digital file that has a link that will send it through the email. So like you'll have it embedded in your email that you created in Flowdesk, and it'll shoot it over to them and they'll hit download. Same thing when you see my pop-up with the recorded video, it sends it as an email. How do you connect it to Canva? It's more like downloading the file as a digital product that they can collect. It's like when you go to Canva and you design something, you hit download. I can show you later. And then that way, when they open it, it'll open up as a PDF. So you're kind of downloading it as a PDF and embedding it into your email. What is the title I'm looking for? We're just talking about Flowdesk. Yeah, so, well, no, you're gonna download it from Canva as like a PDF or a digital product. There are some ways to automate it too. Courtney just dropped it down below. You can also link it as a Google Drive file. So that's good too. Yeah, that's a great option. Oh yeah, that's annoying. And you actually might be able to set where you can say anyone that has the link. That's what we do in Google Drive. That's what me and Courtney do. So maybe your cloud lets you do that, Ashley. Okay, so just to wrap up, I'm going to share, I took some notes actually of a few things that some of my clients have been asking me about in Flowdesk. Will this work with any website provider? Okay, so it's not integrated into your website. It's a standalone, so it doesn't hurt anything. Yeah, it doesn't. It's going from Flowdesk to an inbox. Dawn, if I didn't answer that fully, let me know. Okay, the first thing I had on my notes was format using email. So I got a question about this. When you're sending out emails, does it all have to be the exact same template? Okay, Flowdesk has a feature where you upload your brand. Okay, what that means is if you have done professional logos or professional colors, even if you have not, you can select one and you put in the colors. It gives you 4 or 5 colors at the bottom. I might be able to show you what that looks like. I just don't want to go too far in depth because the training is getting long, but let me see if I can show you an example. Here's your templates. Okay, these are all templates you can select from that are already made. So let's say I really like this template. It looks cute, but it's not on brand. Okay, then come on, computer. It's taking forever. Let's go. Don't know what you're doing. Okay, there it goes. It was me. It was not them. So here you would upload an image here, and then let's say that you wanted a different font. I'm just going to add. I want to make sure I add anything that you guys aren't supposed to see. Here, this is one of my business logos for Throckmorton events. We'll just use that one. It's not going to fit, obviously, because it's like a weird file, but we're going to go to the next. This is probably because I'm inside of Safari. So this is like our point is made here. Layout. Let's say we like this layout. We're going to click on it. I don't know what it's doing, guys. It doesn't normally do this. It's because I'm in the wrong thing. But what I'm trying to tell you is there's a place to upload your logo, your colors, and everything so that they're all stored in one easy spot. So everything will look on brand. I'm telling you, people get recognizing the same templates over and over again, and they dismiss them. They say in marketing, and I would love anyone who is a marketing expert, okay, to drop any tips here, but having some change in like a font or a color or a different size header, like those things are helping to kind of capture their attention. Mix up your images. Don't use the same template over and over again, like where it looks boring. Change up your images. Unsplash.com is a great website to source high resolution images if you don't have professional photography. Like there's so many tools. Canva has Unsplash linked where you can upload all their images, which are really cool. There's just so many tools, guys. What is good short content? Someone asked me that. So like when I send an email out repurposing my blog, I don't go into like recapping the entire blog. I'm like, hey, I just released a blog on leveraging email marketing, which I am going to be dropping with more details in this training that you guys can read that we didn't even touch on. And I will link a training in it and I'll send it to my email list because I want them to have access to it, but it'll not be like the whole blog in an email. It's going to say, click here to go to the website. Short content could also be like, it's Monday. Here are 5 tips to set yourself up for success. Okay. Doesn't have to always be that you're selling or that you have a freaking paragraph. Like just love your audience authentically. I think that's what I want to stress to you guys is it's your email. It's personal. So don't be afraid to make it that way. Does it need a call to action? Everything needs a call to action. It doesn't have to be that you ask someone to buy. The call to action is click here, buy, secure your spot, apply, follow me on Instagram, reply. When I tell you guys to reply to my email telling me what your favorite drink is and stuff, like I'm actually the person on the other side. Like we can talk in email. So telling them something like reply with a picture of your cat, or like, I mean, just that sounds really basic, but like, I want to get to know my audience. I really do care what your favorite drink is. Mine's Fresca, and cucumber lime smart water and coffee. So like, I want to know, like, I bond over stuff like that. So yes, you can make your brand font colors in Canva. Yes, you can. But again, with Flowdesk, you just take those brand font colors and the numbers that are on Canva and put them into your Flowdesk. So everything is cohesive and it looks pretty. Chrome first, yes. And then keep them engaged, guys. Like I said, if you just sell, they're going to be like, shut up. And if I do it too much, tell me. But like, I also run a business, right? So I do have to sell because this is my business. So if I don't sell, I can't serve, right? I can't be here. I can't do those things. So knowing that healthy balance between burning your audience out because you're selling too much versus serving them, loving them, and putting offers out that genuinely are going to help them. Last thing is the landing page. I already hit on that. So I think I hit on everything, guys. That's a lot. Okay. So if you were overwhelmed by like, how do I set up an email sequence? How do I set up a workflow? The workflow in Canva, which I didn't even get to show you, is like when they put in their information to that opt-in, I have a sequence of like 8 emails below that I have spaced out like 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, and they will send them out to my clients so that I don't just have them on my email list and then I don't show up for a month. So there are automations that you can set up, and there's a strategic way to do it. So that's something that I do in VIP days with people, is I help them map out their offer suite and their funnel. And so this is part of your funnel. You're bringing them in from social media or a conference you attended or whatever, and you're funneling them into your email. And then you're figuring out how to best serve them through segments, right? And having them as a client and directing them to your blog or to your website. So email marketing can really change your business. It is something that when you get locked out of Facebook and locked out of Instagram, or your account gets hacked, you don't own any of those followers. And you just spent all your time for nothing. So email marketing is game changing. It can be, and it doesn't have to be super complicated. You can start small. And helping you create an opt-in that's sexy, that people want, is something I love doing. So if you feel like you need help, this is just a small little smidgen of what I do. You can book a strategy call. I'm always going to tell you guys that that is open. That is a free call only for people who are interested in working with me. It's always linked to the website. And that's to see what it would look like to get help. But a lot of times I will do that with people in like a VIP day. So I'm glad that you guys hung out. Please ask questions. Please engage with each other. If you know how to answer the other person's question, that's what our community is for. And I love you guys. So thanks for hanging out here. And remember, LCG is your space. So share what you're working on. Tell us what you're struggling with. Let us know how we can support you. And then I'll be posting tomorrow asking about which training you guys want next, because I freaking love doing these. So if you ever have topics or suggestions, drop them below. And I love you guys. So I'll talk to you later.